There might be a little bit of freeze here for a second, guys. Yeah, so I'm using some new software and having fun with it, and it does cause some freezes here and there. So, welcome in, guys. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time here. In the background, you're going to be hearing the dulcet tones of a really good friend of mine who
The
is
Devil Hunter.
the Devil Hunter, who's chilling out with us tonight, coming live through Discord. The topic for tonight, actually, you know what? Let me get some music going first, and then I would also want to then make sure that that alpha slash can be seen. So the image that you're seeing now on the lower left hand corner of the screen, that is Alpha's avatar within Discord. So as they speak, you'll see them, brighten up and dim down. But so I'm not by myself. There's actually somebody here with me. That said, I can talk by myself for hours. Anyways, uh, let me get some music going as well because I know that music is a very important part of what we do here. Well, at least for me, I have to have something in the background. Like I don't know how you guys feel. Like I need to have like something happening, kind of like I need to hear some sound somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I need to hear like something. Um, I don't know if you feel that way too, Alpha. Like if I'm playing a game, or if like even if I'm playing the game, I have to have music or something playing in the background. I'll turn the music off from the game and have other music playing because I just have to have like it's one thing to have the sound from the game that I play, but I want to hear something more. I just want to hear things that I want to hear, I guess. And sometimes the game music is good. Sometimes I don't want to hear that game music, so I'll have something in the background just playing. Because sometimes, I mean, if you're playing a game, you're walking around. Maybe you hear footsteps as you're walking around and doing your thing within a particular game, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just literally like, you know. So for me, I want to have some background music, and I hope that you guys agree with that and like having that in the background as well. Tell me, by the way, if it's too loud, too soft, or just right. That'd be awesome. You can absolutely do that. I think it's a little bit too soft. Yeah, it's way too soft. There we are. There we go. All right. So um, the voice that you can hear in the background is Alpha, who is a sweetheart, an absolute dream, absolute wonderful person. Hey, R the Wolf, what's up? Rye, how are you, Rye? What's up, buddy? Um, I am really happy to be back on YouTube. Um, I've been very well, thank you very much. How have you been? Most importantly, because you were absolutely wonderful. If you guys don't know Rye is are the Wolf. Go follow them. I don't have the option, the ability on YouTube to do a shout out, at least as far as I know. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to do that. But it's a weird thing on YouTube. So if you're not following Ryan R the Wolf, go and click on their icon that's appearing in chat, and then go to their channel, and then subscribe to their channel. Just do that. They're absolutely wonderful, fantastic, really good friend of mine. Um, you need to go hang out with them. Really, they're just awesome, awesome sauce. So and they were with me when I first started my journey into the furry fandom. They're they were an inspiration, are an inspiration continually, and are absolutely somebody that I very much care about and a very good friend. So definitely go and hang out with them, please do. Um, but that said, Ryan, if you want to come into Discord and hang out, let me see if I don't know if this will work. I think that I fixed this, but let's see. Yeah. I don't know if that. No, that's not gonna work. That's not working. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, YouTube is such a different thing. I'm so not used to how YouTube works, so I have to do things very differently. So give me one moment, and I'll give you a link to Discord. If you guys are not part of Discord and you want to come in and hang out, I will have a link for you readily. God damn it. But yeah, I'm really happy that you guys are here, and I'm really happy that you're part of this experience. This is a return for me to YouTube. I started on YouTube, and R the Wolf was here with me, and we became very close friends from that. And you know, the rest is moving history, because you know we're talking about, you know, somebody in my life that was very influential to me. R the Wolf was absolutely, has been, and continues to be very influential for me, and I just appreciate them like crazy. So, all right, let me see if I can get an actual invite set. I know I have one that I set though. All right, I tell you what, I'll use this one. I'll do this. There we go. So, if you wanna jump into Discord, there's a link right there. You can jump into Discord, hang out. If you want to come in and have a conversation with all of us tonight, like myself and anybody else who comes in, absolutely, please do so. The topic for tonight is going to be, and it's not going to end up being this at all, because, you know, I tend to like go off the rails. So we're going to start off with the idea of YouTube versus Twitch, as far as user engagement, as far as the streamer engagement, as far as what people are looking for as viewers, let's say, right? So, you know, as a viewer of a stream on YouTube versus Twitch, there are different ideas that I look for, right? And there are also very different ways of interacting with the streamer. So one of the biggest things that I find that's an advantage on Twitch rather, is that I have options too. Like I can like go in and like I can create channel points, right? So the more you watch, the more points you earn, and then you can redeem those channel points for certain things, right? So you can redeem those points for, you know, shits and giggles, and be like, hey, what's up? And I can create that as a redeem, be like, hey, what's up? And that can become a thing, right? On YouTube, it's a very different dynamic. Now, I'm not a partner on YouTube yet. I am an affiliate on Twitch, so that's the reason I'm not allowed to simulcast on both platforms, because Twitch doesn't allow it. As far as I know, YouTube doesn't allow it as well. So, you know, my reason for coming back to YouTube is kind of just sort of like, I'm like, yeah, I just want to be back on YouTube and hang out with the people that I started this journey with. Also, it's a different platform. The what I used to do on, what I did on, and what I will continue to do on Twitch is more of a talk show kind of thing. I like to talk. I like to have conversations with people, and that's not necessarily something that Twitch is built for. Not to say that it's not possible, but you know, when I'm having a conversation with folks on Twitch, there's an overriding expectation that at some point I'll play a game, right? And I'm a gamer. I love gaming. I love playing. But at the same time, I'd rather just spontaneously play a game, have fun, and not be pressured into the idea that I have to play a game. And Twitch has that down. Twitch is a gaming platform, right? Streaming gaming platform for streamers. Awesome. Did pretty well over there. YouTube, though, is more in line with what I actually want to do. Because I can be myself totally here and hang out with you guys and have fun and talk about things and have discussions with you without worrying about playing a game, you know? And I just really dig that. So for me, there's a lot of difference between YouTube and Twitch as far as how, from my perspective as a streamer, right? Me going from, I started in YouTube, went to Twitch, simulcast them both for a while, hit affiliate on Twitch, and then I couldn't simulcast to YouTube at the same time. But then I missed the idea of actually just chilling and hanging with people, and that doesn't always work well on Twitch. Like, it's not really a recipe for good things. I mean, if you're a creator, if you're a musician, if you're doing art, if you're creating like fursuits, if you're doing whatever you're doing, if you're actually creating stuff and not just sitting there talking with people, you can do pretty well over there. But people who like me, who just like to chill and hang and talk, it's really not built for that. Twitch has no idea what the fuck to do with that, because even though I've built a solid following there, the majority of folks the majority of the folks that come in and that hang out do want to chat. The majority of other folks that are in Twitch are not there, and that's okay. That's totally fine. You know, I don't disparage anybody. I mean, I have a ton of people that I follow on Twitch that I like. Earlier today, I was watching like 5 different streams, and that's part of the pain. Is like, I have like 5 different people that are live right now that I could like look at and hang out with and go spend time with. And like, well, so do I do that? Do I spend time with this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, or this person, or this person, or that person? And so I'll go into their streams for, 30 seconds to a minute to 5 minutes, depending. And I base my engagement on what they're playing, but most importantly, on their engagement with somebody else, with their community. If they're not responsive to what they're doing, to the group, the family that they have, the peeps that they have in their stream, I kind of jump out. Like, if it doesn't matter if they respond to me or not, if they don't respond to anyone, I'm just sort of like, I want to be here. I want to be somewhere else. And so, for me, being back on YouTube is just kind of awesome. It's like I feel like I'm coming back home a little bit, with some more restrictions and things that I have to take care of. But I get to do what I want to do, and not have to worry about all the superfluous shit that I was thinking in my head when I was predominantly streaming on Twitch. So, I'm very happy to be back on YouTube. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about your interactions with streamers and or content between YouTube and Twitch. one of the biggest things that I've seen is that even if somebody doesn't follow live, like there are streamers that I follow on YouTube that I'll go back and I'll watch their live stream. That it's maybe an hour long or maybe 2 hours long. I'll throw it up. I'll listen. I might fast forward a little bit here and there, but on Twitch, I don't do that. Even though I have a lot of amazing friends, like I'm not gonna go and like look at somebody's stream from Twitch. I just don't feel there's something more. There's something about YouTube that lends itself more towards the idea of actually hanging out, listening, watching, participating in a conversation than what happens in Twitch. Twitch is awesome, fantastic, love it. But
But
I'm
with
really
YouTube, your streams are more safe.
say that again.
With YouTube, your streams are safe. You can rewatch them.
They are saved. They're definitely saved on Twitch. The thing is like people on Twitch, like I've never gone to Twitch and said, I miss so and so stream, so I'm gonna go back and watch it. You know, YouTube though, there are certain people that I follow that I just they're awesome. So I will absolutely go to their channels and watch their previous live streams. So for me, there's a difference, right? It's essentially the same thing. I mean, it's streaming shit. You know, we're putting content out into the universe, but it's a matter of like how easily can I get to it, and I can get to this more easily, more readily, more quickly through YouTube than I can through Twitch. If I go to your channel on Twitch and I want to watch your past streams, I can do that, but on YouTube, if you stream to YouTube as well, I can go to YouTube and I can pull up your stuff really fast. I can see all the stuff that you have. I can very quickly like the organization of how the videos are put together is very different from YouTube to Twitch. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that. You know, videos are saved here. Videos are saved on Twitch. You can decide whether they go live, whether they don't go live on both platforms. Just for me, like it seems like it's easier to. I personally, I'm more likely to go and watch somebody's past stream on YouTube than I will on Twitch. And I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. Maybe that's a weird thing for me. I don't know if anybody actually does that on Twitch, but I know people do that on YouTube. Like I won't go to Twitch and say so. Like let's say Kibbles, who's a really good friend. Like I will watch their stream, and their engagement is amazing, and I love hanging out with them and spending time with them. When I'm there, when I'm actually live on stream with them, when they're live and they're doing their thing, and I can interact with them, right? Will I go back and watch their stream, their previous Switch stream? Probably not. Probably never. Will I go back and watch though somebody on YouTube who I follow that does a live stream, that does a talk show type of thing? Probably, because I'm more invested and more tied into, more interested in having conversation and hearing that conversation, as opposed to watching somebody play a game or watching them interact with a bunch of other people. I'd rather like watch somebody, wash their car than watch somebody play a game that I'm not interested in watching. I'd rather I would prefer like just kind of hanging out, doing my thing. I actually don't like the song at all. The hell is that? I'd rather spend time like chilling with you guys, hanging out, getting to know you, and I think that for me the difference between YouTube and Twitch is fundamentally that it's that YouTube lends itself more towards the idea of a conversation. Twitch lends itself towards the idea of a conversation, but it's more pointed towards that particular moment in time and that particular game that they're playing, whether it's VR chat or whatever they happen to be in. For me, there's a huge difference between the two. I will say this: this is not going to be a long stream. I'm super tired, but I do want to keep going and hang out with you guys. So I really appreciate you being here. What do you guys have to say about anything that I've said so far? And I'm hoping that we'll have some folks that'll come in and hang out and talk to us with us over the course of the next half hour or so. If not, I'll just keep going. I'll keep talking because I can talk. I can definitely talk. I can definitely keep going. Arla Wolf, you're a sweetheart. And it's really good to see you too. Thank you so much for coming in. You're absolutely wonderful. Again, if you're not following them, go do so. So I'm gonna keep going for probably the next 25 minutes or so. If somebody else comes in to hang out and talk, we'll go from there. But if not, I'll just rant for the next 25 minutes and then end stream. So differences between Twitch and YouTube. We have favorites, or we have favorite platforms to watch things on. I'll say this out loud. I'm a YouTube whore. I will go down the rabbit hole of watching YouTube video after video after video after video after video, and it never ends. And I feel awesome about it at the end because I'm like, all right, I maybe learned something, maybe didn't, but that was really fun. We've all done that, right? I mean, you click on a link, you see this thing, you're watching this thing, you're like, oh, that's awesome. And then you click on another, like that pops up, and then something else pops up in the feed, and you're like, oh, that looks kind of interesting too. So you like click on that, and then that pops up, and you watch that, and you're like, ooh, that's interesting or not. But something else pops up and below that, and you're like, yeah, let's click on that. Let's go here, and you end up going down this YouTube rabbit hole of insanity. Like literally like watching all the shit that you probably wouldn't actually watch if you weren't sitting there like clicking on random links. You'd probably like just, I mean, ideally you'd close out YouTube and read a book, right? But you get in this mindset of, I get in this mindset of like, ooh, this is cool. Ooh, another piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Let's go. And so I go down this rabbit hole of craziness and like explore and find these awesome little nuggets of things and like, oh, this is awesome. I want to share this with somebody else, and so I save that to a playlist, and then this thing becomes a thing. I'm like, oh my god, I love this, and then I'll something will pop up, and I'm like, ooh. Oh, this makes me feel in a certain way, a certain emotion. I'm like, I want to do this. So I want to experience this. So I'll go down that path as well, and go down the emotional path of like, okay, it's time to cry. It's time to cry. let's cry. Let's accept this idea that we're emotional beings and we get to express ourselves in this way. We get to respond emotionally to something that we see, and so I'll go down that path very readily and very often. But that's not something I can do on Twitch. So again, coming back to the differentiation between it's not often that I'll be on like one channel and then I get moved to watch another channel. Unless it's a raid. If we raid from one channel to another, I might sit there for a bit. Um, but it's a very different type of experience, YouTube. So we get to, have fun here, play with all these things. We get to experience lots of different, well, experiences. We get to like do this stuff and just kind of hang out. Um, I know I'm not being succinct, and part of that is that I'm really tired. I probably should consider going to sleep early tonight, but also I'm really happy to be here. Really happy to be back in with back in this place that I was in before, and yeah, um, heck, I have so many ideas in my head, but I'm gonna hold off for tonight. Uh, the last couple of nights have been sort of a trial run, getting my feet wet again, trying to like get some of the tech going again, and working and doing what it's supposed to do. Um, I think though that for tonight, this might be it. So I appreciate all of you being here and for you hanging out and spending time. Like or dislike doesn't matter. Uh, I have to get used to the idea of subscription versus follow. So subscription, awesome, fantastic. Um, or don't, doesn't matter. You do you. You're incredible. You're amazing. You're wonderful, and I appreciate you being here and you being a part of this experience with me. So thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate that. I think for tonight, I'm gonna call it and go chill with my cat, have some food, watch a little TV, crash early. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I love you very, very much. Be good. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Stay safe, guys.